Following the outbreak of riots in Gaza Strip and demonstrations by people of Gaza against Hamas, demanding Hamas to get out of Gaza Strip, I would like to point out a couple of aspects in that regard. First, as of the demonstration itself, as of now, it seems like the demonstrations are spreading to different parts of Gaza Strip. Reports coming from Gaza Strip indicate that the demonstration, including also some of the large families in different areas of Gaza Strip. Obviously, the major fuel of the demonstration is the anger and discontent of the people because of the disastrous outcome of the war that Hamas launched on October 7. There is clearly a sense of deep despair among the people in Gaza, given the fact that many of them have been left without nothing following that war. It's not the first time that there has been demonstrations in Gaza. They have been always brutally oppressed by the Hamas. It seems, however, this time that this is much more challenging situation for Hamas, because in the essence of these demonstrations, there is this demand that actually indicates that Hamas is no longer really a legitimate player as far as the people in Gaza consider. So this is one aspect, and we have to follow, of course, to see how things will evolve. The other aspect has to do with the Arab world. Following President Trump's statement vis-a-vis the future of Hamas, Arab leaders gathered together and came forward with some sort of like a counter proposal, also known as the Egyptian initiative. That initiative, the bottom line, was rejected by President Trump, and rightly so. The reason for that is because that initiative did not address, in the end of the day, the elephant in the room, and that is the fact that as long as Hamas keeping its military power in Gaza Strip, there can be no real future for Gaza Strip. You cannot really move forward with the rehabilitation of Gaza Strip and rebuilding of Gaza Strip, because if Hamas is staying in power with its weapon, the next military round is only a question of time. These demonstrations definitely will push further Arab leaders to the need to once again reconsider their position. They cannot find any longer hide or shelter beyond slogans and rhetoric that in the end of the day offer no real solution for the people of Gaza. So it may sound in a way kind of like bolster an Arab more proactive approach, demanding Hamas to actually step down. The major issue, of course, is the issue of the arms of Hamas, where Hamas clearly made that it's not going to disarm itself. In other words, as long as this is the situation, this is a closed loop, and it's difficult to see how things will be resolved in that regard. And the third aspect that I would like to bring has to do in the context of the Western discussion. Circles in the West that continue, for whatever the reason, to exempt Hamas from responsibility are actually doing a bad service to the Palestinians in Gaza. That message has to be internalized by those circles. The demonstrations right now in Gaza Strip, the outcry of the people in Gaza Strip, which is very authentic and very powerful, demanding Hamas to step down and to let them rebuild their life, that message has to percolate into those Western circles. They must stop exempting Hamas from responsibility if they really want to help Palestinians. And I think this is a very significant message that also should be conveyed to those circles.
Yeah.
We are looking at a very interesting development, not totally unexpected, given to the dire situation in Gaza Strip. Of course, the big question right now is how things are going to evolve. We will have to follow developments in the next coming days. But as of now, I think that we could say that we are looking at some interesting point that maybe, potentially, could become a turning point. Thank you for watching.